Today, I have interviewed people who have watched the new film Sediments and Sentiments, since the reviews from social media were intriguing.
How was the film, and what was the tackled issue about it?
The issue that is stated in this film is about land sedimentary cycle and phosphorus cycle. The sedimentary cycle is a type of biogeochemical cycle where the Earth's crust serves as reservoir in sedimentary cycles. It is also called as the weathering of existing rocks. Elements migrate from the land to the water to the sediment. The transformation and translocation of phosphorus in soil, water, and both living and dead organic material are described by another biogeochemical cycle known as the phosphorus cycle.
I heard that this has been existing years before. Can you tell us how it started?
The first discovery of phosphorus was in 1669 by Henning Brandt, a German merchant who was intrigued by alchemy. He collected 50 buckets of urine, leaving it to deteriorate and breed worms. He continued the process by boiling it down to a clay mixture and adding warmed-up sand, resulting in the distillation of the element phosphorus from the clay mixture. And yet, after all of that, it still remains a chemical curiosity. It was later on developed by James Burge Friedman of Edinburgh in the 1800s. He developed an electric furnace method, fabricating the chemical from the phosphate rocks, which effectively describes the approach we use today.
From the movie, do you think this cycle has affected people?
The phosphorus cycle, which aids in the transfer of energy between organisms, is one of the nutrients most crucial to maintaining life in our environment. Yes, humans are affected in numerous ways, such as loss of topsoil from sedimentation can prevent crops from growing and reduce agricultural output. Also, sediment buildup can also result in flooding, which harms homes and infrastructure. Furthermore, the phosphorus cycle, a crucial part of vital life processes like photosynthesis and respiration, which is necessary for both land-based and aquatic life. If the phosphorus cycle is broken, eutrophication, which can result in toxic algal blooms for humans and animals, and oxygen depletion in the water, which can kill fish and other aquatic life may occur.
From the film, what have you observed that happened in the environment?
Epigenetics is the study of how your behaviors and environment can cause changes that affects the way your genes work. Exposure to metals, air pollution, benzene, and organic contaminants can all impact epigenetic markers other than environmental stresses that might alter the epigenetic state include chemical and xenobiotic substances in water or atmosphere. Although epigenetics is a genuine and significant aspect of biology, it is in danger of replacing quantum physics owing for foreseeable quack medicine. Your 22,000 genes are present in every one of your cells. But not all of them must be active at all times. In the film, we can see a significant effect of epigenetics in bodies of water, such as rivers. The mass productions of phosphorus and fertilizer can affect the health of the hydro environment, which causes the significant changes in the water and the living species in it.
Were there any surprising events during the movie that shocked you?
In four Great Lakes, a single invasive species may dominate phosphorus cycle. The invasion of quagga and silver mussels has changed the ecosystem of Great Lakes. And since their arrival, primary output has decreased by as much as 70%, though inputs for this productivity limiting nutrient in the Great Lakes have been controlled, little is known about the function of the muscles in the cycling of phosphorus. To assess the effect of invasive muscles on the phosphorus cycle, Jean Lee, Sergei Katsev, and their colleagues created a mass balance model. The lake floors filter feeder muscles have the capacity to absorb huge amounts of particulate phosphorus from the water and disperse it through physiologic processes.
Do you think we could do something to avoid this?
Watching the movie, I learned that the phosphorus cycle lacks a gaseous atmospheric component to assist with the cyclic replenishment of soils compared with other macronutrients such as carbon, sulfur, and nitrogen. Due to this, the phosphorus cycle is described as broken. Even though the problem seemed difficult, one solution can be applied. With the use of microalgae, we can use this in the soil to close the phosphorus cycle properly. The microalgae can also be reused from wastewater treatment systems to help crop irrigation. Although humans can seem invasive, we can do a better job in making this cycle to something better. By working together, we can make the world a better place, one cycle at a time.
To wrap up my interview with the people I have asked who have watched the film Sediments and Sentiments, which focuses on the phosphorus cycle and sedimentary cycle. Because of its role in the process of energy transfer inside living organisms, phosphorus is an essential component for all forms of life on Earth. As a result, the phosphorus cycle is a very significant biological activity. And the sedimentary cycle is a recurrent process that deposits materials after the substance has cycled through the living and non-living components of the earth. This process deposits materials after the substance has cycled through the earth's sedimentary layers. May this video help spread awareness about how we should continue to take care of the environment since we are both interdependent to each other. Watch the film Sediments and Sentiments out in cinemas right now.